A young man was walking down the street when, out of nowhere, water began dripping onto his head. He looked up and traced it to a leaking pipe jutting out from a building above. Nearby, he noticed a withered plant sitting in an empty bucket. He reached out and shifted the bucket, positioning it perfectly so the stray drops fell right onto the thirsty soil. Just a few steps further, he saw them, a beggar woman and her 5-year-old daughter sitting on the pavement. He reached into his pocket and found only a little cash. He pulled out 2 notes, handing one to the mother and the other to the little girl. From the shadows of a nearby storefront, a shopkeeper watched the whole thing. He shook his head in confusion and muttered to himself, "What does he even get from this? Nothing. He wasn't going to get rich, and he wasn't going to get famous." That night, while he sat at home eating his dinner, a stray dog lingered near his door. Without hesitation, he scraped a portion of his modest meal onto the ground for the animal. The next morning, he returned to the same street. He noticed the bucket hadn't moved. The water was still dripping steadily onto the plant. It made him happy. When he reached the woman and her daughter, he checked his pockets again. This time, he pulled out 3 notes. He gave one to the mother and 2 to the daughter. The little girl flashed him a bright smile, and he couldn't help but smile back. Once again, the shopkeeper watched from his shop, leaning against the doorframe. He just shook his head again, unable to understand. On the 3rd day, the man walked the same route. He looked toward the usual spot and realized the daughter wasn't there. For a moment, his heart sank. He feared something bad had happened. But before he could even ask the mother, he saw the little girl running toward them. She was wearing a school uniform. His smile knew no bounds. He didn't need money or fame. He found his true happiness in the simple act of helping people, animals, and even plants.